Gandang gabi po sa lahat. Again, this is Coach Linin who empowering Pinoys, especially the 40s and above to rebuild their health by gaining muscles. Kamusta po yung meals natin tonight? Ano po yung mga kinain natin tonight? Last meal nyo or maybe where are you tuning from? And I always say this, I love to mention your names. I am enjoying every time I mention yung mga avid natin na listeners because that speaks of what we call taking charge of your own health. I am so happy with this community that we have, 40s and above. And from the day that we decided to prioritize 40s and above, I did not stop yung tinatawag na enjoying every bits of it. So, as you all know, yun po yung mission natin, helping Pinoy, especially the 40s. And I like to serve this kind of group. But of course, this fitness or health journey that we're taking right now, it is not meant to be done alone. It is done by a community. I like to encourage you right now, if hindi ka pa part ng community natin, low carb fitness for 40s and above. You may want to join that group. It's completely free. We have amazing moderators. Shout out sa mga moderators natin and coaches who make sure that yung community natin is healthy and educational. So sa lahat natin ng mga viewers, if you don't have the ebook yet, let me know. Kasi meron tayong ebook for 40s and above. We also have an ebook for food guide. So hindi ka pa aware ng mga meals na will give you nutrient dense, protein dense, at saka, of course, if you're into low carb, we have an ebook for that yet. If you don't have that one, let me know. I will give it to you completely free. Message po ako dito sa page ko, Coach Linin Hu. That's my page. By the way, completely 100% proud to be Pinoy po tayo. Kasi may nag-message sa akin one time, if Chinese ba ako or Japanese. Pinoy po ako. Sa pangalan kasi, yung Linin Hu, parang may catchy lang na screen name. Pero yung real name ko talaga, Ninyo Tumbagahan. O, di ba? Pinoy na Pinoy. Tumbagahan. So, yung Ninyo, of course, yung Ninjan, kinuha natin. That's why we have Linin. Okay po. So, just to make light and fun of it. Okay, so yung topic natin tonight, very interesting. Kasi, whether you like it or not, yung 40s and above, I believe, they are the most productive, busiest people on planet Earth. You have responsibilities at home. Yung pressure is iba. Some of you have, may mga iniinda ng sakit. Some of you have concerns with your knees, yung joints nyo. You have concerns with yung mga bayarin. Si Judith, alam mo si Judith, di ba? Si Judith, electricity bills, water bills, Wi-Fi bills. So marami kayong iniinda. That is why it is not sustainable to make your life harder. As much as possible, if there's a way to make it simpler, sustainable, and even convenient, that's the route that we want to take. 40s and above want to be healthy. But one of the reasons why it hinders them from being fit and healthy because, again, of these responsibilities. I understand where you're coming from. That's why yung topic natin tonight is for you. How to prepare for your meals with less time. With less time. It doesn't mean na, na yung time mo, you add more sa 24 hours, no? Because, of course, we all know that all of us have 24 hours, no exemption to the rule. What we need to do is to optimize it, to maximize it, to make sure na every second counts. So, hello po again sa mga live viewers natin. I'm so happy that you're spending your Thursday night, Philippine time, of course, because others are watching abroad. Hello to you, Ma'am Rosa. Good evening to you. Kamusta yung meals natin? Hello to you, Ma'am Tita. Si Tita Presi. I'm so happy with this woman. One of the reasons why I'm happy with the community sa adults at saka senior because of this kind of people who are very, very present at saka committed sa goal nila. Hello, Tita. Hello, Ma'am Emma. Hello, Coach Riz. Kamusta yung workout natin? Ma'am Pia. Good evening to you, Ma'am, watching from Mandaluyong. Napit lang sa atin dito. Si Ma'am Marilyn as well, one of the amazing seniors that I know. Hello to you, Ma'am Marilyn. Looking forward to have our session soon. Ma'am Annette, alam yun. Chips at saka pork adobo. Wow, with ginisang ampalaya. Wow. No food talaga makakatalo sa homemade. Okay, lutong ina for sure si Ma'am Annette nagluto. Si Ma'am Emma Maramag. Hello to you, Ma'am. Melba, di, kamusta po kayo? Yung pagkain ni Ma'am Nita Percy is fried chicken leg. Okay, my favorite green salad plus scrambled eggs at wow, variety is the key. Maraming options. Okay. Ma'am Mary, kamusta po kayo? Good evening. Hello to you. Ekarg. Okay, napaka-unique po yung name niyo, ma'am. I'm interested with your ebook. Wala po ako. Yes, Ma'am Mary, by message po ako. I will give it to you free. Blessed evening to you, Ma'am Norma. Kamusta po yung meals natin? About sabi ni Ma'am Emo. Boiled pork. Okay, makopa. LC drink, low carb drink, pampagain ng weight. Wow. Okay, question pala to. Akala ko pagkain. Sige, let's try to answer it later. No? Ma'am Carmelita Balwitan, good evening po sa inyo, ma'am. Thank you po for, this topic is really informative. No? Ma'am Richie, as again, is one of our dedicated students. Nag-gain na siya ng muscle no, in a healthy way. Ma'am Carolina has lost fat, okay, 0.6 on her first week. Hello to you, ma'am. Ma'am Loretta, good evening to you, ma'am. Sabi dito ni Inocencio, yes, sir. Happy to give it to you. Message po ako sa page ko. Ito po yung page ko, Coach Linino, and I will give it to you completely free. What a shout out from Pasay. Okay, malapit yung airport natin dyan, no? Ma'am San, Cedilia, and watching from Dumaguete. One of the places that I love to visit is Dumaguete. Napakagandang place po to. So hello to you, Sir Nesito. Lagi po na data pa. Hello, sige. We will talk. One of the reasons na we have this topic, no, so that you will have a different perspective when it comes sa failure, or if you want to call it failure or cheat meal or nadada pa. There is always what we call the energy to return stronger. Okay, so that's the principle. I will talk more about it, no, yung mindset. Hello to you, Ma'am Ching, one of our dedicated students in the community. So here you have it. So let's talk about how to optimize your time, because whether you like it or not, I would assume na lahat po tayo busy. We have responsibilities. Yung time po natin parehas lang. Some of us dream of a opportunity to lengthen our hours, pero at the end of the day, okay, mayaman ka man or not so mayaman, 24 hours lang po yung time natin, and we have lots of responsibilities. We juggle a lot of things, responsibilities. So how can we maximize this? I do believe in the principle of simple living. When I say simple living, yung time mo po is convenient, okay? At saka not complicated. One of the reasons why diet programs are not sustainable, most of which, no, because it's ultra complicated at first. That's why people feel na hindi sa kanila yung lifestyle, and they feel burdened by it. It must not be. There must be a way to simplify it. That's why we have this lesson. So I will give you tips. I'm sure marami pang tips on how you can optimize your time. Let me know from the comment section below. But these are the things that I know are very practical, regardless of your age, regardless of your financial status, regardless of your responsibilities at home or at work. Number one, cook in bulk. Cook in bulk, meaning to say, you must set a time or maybe a day for you wherein, okay, you cook yung mga gusto mong meals, tapos you put lang in your refrigerator. Tapos when you need to take it, you put it lang sa microwave mo or maybe initin mo lang. It's so simple. I've done this one. Coach Tingle has done this one as well. So kunwari, I have here ground pork or ground beef. What I do, so maybe every Sundays, I will cook it, maybe around 500 to 600 grams. So yun yung maybe it would take me 3 days for me to finish that. So of course, yung ingredients nandun na, tapos tutuin ko siya once, di ba? Sa Sunday. Then that one, I put that in my ref. Tapos on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's where I eat it. Tapos initin ko lang. So simple lang siya. Tama? And then also, I like to mention na with this one, if you have an appetite, sa paulit-ulit, okay. Kasi we love variety, di ba? That's why you have to pick yung meals na okay sa'yo na ulit-ulitin. For some of us, di ba, gusto natin iba-iba yung pagkain. So go for that. So variety, effort is the key in that sense. But for me, yung pagkain talaga na I'm okay na ulit-ulitin almost every day, ground beef, ground pork, chicken thighs, canned tuna fish, okay, bangus, eggs. Yun lang po, 5. 5 lang yung choices ko. So ito yung 5, pwede ko siya lutuin in bulk once lang in a week, tapos I will have it prepared for the rest of my work days. Okay. So I usually work from Mondays to Saturdays. So wala na talagang time for me to cook, no? Na I set aside 1 hour to 2 to prepare. No, 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 no. I have to simplify my life. So that is why it took me time, no, for me to figure this out. Kasi at first, especially nung lumipat ako dito sa Manila, sa Makati, kasi taga Bacolod talaga ako, no. So medyo ano ka pa, I mean, tawag doon, niraramdaman ko pa yung paligid. So I'm not used to it. So it took me maybe 3 months, 4 months na mag-change ng preparation up until nakita ko na yung timpla, yung rhythm ko when it comes to cooking. So it worked for me. So cook in bulk. How about you? Do you cook in bulk as well? Do you believe on this one? Kasi others, hindi nila gusto na pinaparef yung pagkain at saka they want fresh at saka may init talaga. And yeah, that's where yung term na initin mo siya, maybe microwave or air fryer after you put that place that one from your ref, no? So you can imply that one as well. Make sure na ini-enjoy mo yung meals mo. So that's number 1. How about number 2? Go for healthy meals on hand. Healthy meals on hand. Let me explain. You know what? At may mga instances ako, I remember when I was in my losing fat stage, or even sa bulking ko or gaining muscle stage, na nagugutom ako in betweens. Okay, of course, I was in low carb up until now, low carb tayo. Pero may mga days talaga na may cravings, no? So what I discovered na if may cravings, if I were to approach that on a healthier mindset, I'll go for the healthier meals na options na on hand. Kasi anong nangyari, when I was starting, no, yung meals dito is yung on hand na dinadala ng brother ko. So on hand siya kasi nakikita ko siya. So guess what? Anong kakainin ko if may cravings, diba? Ayun, or maybe electrolyte drink, diba? So what I did, because I learned from that na proximity, ano yung nakikita ko, ano yung una ko nakikita, ayun yung kakainin ko, diba? So what I did, bumili ako ng protein shake, diba? So protein shake is, of course, protein, very, very important, and to make you feel fuller for longer. And on top of that, it gives you the strength to persist all throughout the day. And of course, if you're into muscle gains or maybe losing fat, you need protein talaga. So that's the healthier option I have. So others would go for almond, okay, almond nuts, that's okay as well. Others would go for canned tuna, that's good as well. Others would like to buy on boiled eggs. That's really, really good as well. I have a student na bumabaon talaga ng itlog. Very affordable, very convenient, very dense in nutrients. Saan ka pa, di ba? So go lang tayo sa mga pinaka-simple. No need to make your life complicated or make our life na parang bonggacious agad. Let's make it simple. Okay? Kasi if simple, sustainable siya. We can sustain it for a long, long time. So that's number 1, healthy meals on hand. Ano pa yung mga other niya mga options for healthy meals? Of course, yung mga gusto ko, protein dense talaga. How about you? Ano yung mga healthy meals mo on hand? Gone were the days na yung healthy, yung meal on hand natin is skyflakes. Naalala ko, ay may lola at saka may mom would always baon yung skyflakes kasi yun yung snacks nila on hand. But of course, if you're in low carb community, there is a better option for that. We go for a protein dense meal. Okay? Before I go for the 3rd, 4th, at saka 5th na tip, I'd like to give you this set of questions. This set of questions will define yung tinatawag natin na healthy meals, okay, with less time. Now, as much as possible, I'll give you the principle. Kasi yung principle, timeless po siya. If you have the principle, you can do anything na regardless of the situation, saan ka man mapunta, you know what to do. So I'll give you the questions. If the answers to these questions are yes, meaning to say, simple siya na healthy meals. Okay? Number 1 question is it available around your area? Okay. Is it available around your area? Kasi if you were to purchase meals, kapag malayo naman sa inyo, it took you 3 days or maybe a month or 1 week to deliver, hindi siya sustainable. So it should be around your area, malapit lang, convenient siya for you. That's the first question. The second question is, does it hit your target macros, especially protein? So that's why I always emphasize yung idea ng protein. Kasi that's what we need. We eat not just for the taste, we also eat for the amino acid. Building blocks of life yung amino acid. And that's from protein. Tama? So go for a meal that's dense in nutrients, especially protein. So that's number two. Number three, do you like it? Does your taste buds like it? Kasi when it comes to sustainability, if you don't like it, hindi siya sustainable. Kasi yung idea po ng meals, it should be enjoyed. Di ba? Dapat po in-enjoy yung meals. Now, every kagat dapat nilalasap. Di ba? Kasi if you don't enjoy it, hindi ka po magtatagal. The same thing din po with relationship, di ba? Sa relasyon. If you're not enjoying it, di ba? Most of the time, hindi magtatagal. Pero iba, kayang ipaglaban. Go. Ipaglaban by all means. But if there is a way to make it yummy, okay, you like the taste, there is symphony, there is rhythm, okay, magtatagal yan. The same thing with your meals. So you have to be creative with your meals. My students love to send to me their meals. So I appreciate that, no? Shout out sa lahat ng mga students. And then yung mga meals nila, may mga variety. Para iwas tawag doon, alam mo yung umay, di ba? Ayaw po natin maging boring yung pagkain natin. Diba? That's why you have to choose yung preferred mo na meals. So, na ini-enjoy mo. So, if your taste buds like it, go for it. Okay? And last question is, can you afford it long term? Can you afford it long term? So, those 4 questions will define if your meals are sustainable. So, let me repeat that. These are the 4 questions. Does your meal target your macros, especially your protein? If the answer is yes, go. Number 2, does your taste buds like it? Do you like it? In-enjoy mo ba yung meals? If the answer is yes, go for it. Pangatlo, is it available around your area? If the answer is yes, go for it. And lastly, can you afford it long term? No. So that's it, what we call sustainability. Okay, so let's go for the third tip. And this is what we call delegate. Delegate. I really appreciate our parents. And I appreciate especially our moms, our mothers, because they're the ones who prepare our meals made by love, di ba? So, that's good kasi walang tatalo sa haplos ng ina, di ba? But sometimes we need assistance. You need help. It's okay to ask for help. From time to time, it's okay to tell your kids, to tell your partner, I need your help. They would appreciate it if you communicate it to them. I'm sure some of you are asking for help. But we have to put up systems na hindi na from time to time you have to ask your kid to do this. Every day you have to remind your kid to do this. You must put up systems. So kunwari, yung eldest mo, for example lang ha, I like to give system. So every time before kayo kakain, si eldest yung bahala mag-prepare ng pinggan at saka kutsara. Okay, for example. Tapos si second na anak will take charge of the grocery every Sunday at 10 a.m. So ano yan? Stable na yan. 10 a.m. Sunday. Okay. Tapos si third mo na anak will take charge of the hugasin. Okay. So wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa. They know already what to do without you telling them all the time what to do. I'm sure it would take time, no? Especially if you were to create systems like that. But I think it's worth it kasi you're training them for responsibility. You're training them to be leader because you're giving them authority. Okay, authority that they own it. I take charge of the grocery every Sunday. I take charge of the hugasin. Okay, I take charge of this. So that's what they call authority. Okay, bigyan mo sila ng authority, delegate the authority so that they have this esteem. Ownership ang tinatawag. Okay, so delegate. Don't never be shy to ask for help. It is a training, okay, above anything else. So that's number 3. Okay, delegate authority. Pang-apat, we have here, use simple tools. Alam niyo ba sa lahat ng mga ginawa ng sangkatauhan, yung tool na ini-enjoy ko talaga every moment na ginagamit ko siya is air fryer. Okay, bakit po air fryer? Kasi yung air fryer, number 1, I don't need to use oils, 'di ba? Kasi of course, I like to make sure na budget-wise, of course. At pangalawa, if you are into losing fat, no, extra calories din yan. Although in low carb, that's generally okay if we use oils at saka yung fat, no? But for me, I have a specific program when it comes sa carnivore din kasi. So I have to be aware of that. And at the same time, kahit walang oils yung niluluto ko sa air fryer, very crunchy siya, di ba? Very crunchy kahit walang oil na nilalagay. So that's the beauty of air fryer. Number two, ano siya, very convenient siya sa time. Imagine uh, 30 minutes usually, no? If I cook my chicken thigh, 15 minutes on one side, tapos 15 minutes after, naka-timer lang yan. Tapos during 15 minutes yan, I will do my work kasi naka-timer siya. Every time ring siya, so I'll kunin ko siya tapos ibaliktad ko lang, go back ako sa work. Very, very convenient. I like it. Tapos after niyan, kakain na ako. Diba? Naka-system na siya. And also what I do pala for air fryer, ito yung hack na natutunan ko din after months of using air fryer at saka having systems put up, no? Yung chicken thigh ko, okay, ginagawa ko, I do groceries once a week. Actually, it's Monday morning. Okay. So ginagawa ko, chicken thigh around 1 kilo to 1.5. So hindi pa siya freeze, 'di ba? From grocery, mina-marinate ko na siya. Okay, once. Tapos lagyan ko lahat ng mga gusto ko yung ingredients diyan, condiments, usually cayenne pepper. I like spicy meals, by the way, no? Garlic pepper, garlic powder, pepper. We also have salt. So usually yun po nilalagay natin. And of course, lagay ko na siya left after. Tapos tutuin ko siya. Sometimes in bulk. Okay. Pero kasi sa air fryer ko, convenient naman siya. At saka maliit lang po yung air fryer ko, so I cannot cook it in bulk, no? So at least na marinate ko na siya. So kung wala ako dyan, ano ko lang, unfreeze ko lang siya. Di ba? Defrost pala, unfreeze. Every morning, para sa first meal ko before 12, ano na siya, defrost na siya. So ang galing, di ba? Very, very amazing yung air fryer. I like it talaga. Tapos, yung other tools that I use, no, I have also my French press for my coffee. I like it as well kasi every time I have my coffee, nang medyo madali siya, it took me less than 2 minutes ata to prepare for it. Yung other na coffee maker ko na that I experienced, no, it took me 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. I don't know, maybe there's a better version for that. So I just realized yung French press ko sa coffee, no, it took me 2 minutes to prepare. So very, very sufficient siya sa time. What else? I also use yung food scale. Okay, I do food scale, especially when I'm into fat loss. Okay, fat loss usually. Kasi again, there was a time that I need to familiarize yung meals ko. Ano kalaki yung chicken breast, if ganito kalaki, ilang grams yan. So, yung sa food scale, it took me around 4 months to familiarize it. After ng 4 months, anong nangyari? Hindi ko na siya ginamit. Kasi na-familiarize ko na siya. Tawag doon, guesstimate. Guess tapos estimate. Of course, hindi siya perfect. But at least, you can somehow calculate with your naked eye ano siya yung grams ng kinakain mo. Again, for others, they don't go for measuring. That's totally okay. No, I would go for that route. You don't bring your food scale all the time. It's not sustainable. Only that we do that for reference sake. Parang may knowledge ka lang. After which, after mo siya na-master na, you don't need to bring it with you. You don't need to measure it all the time. Tama? So, knowledge purposes for reference purposes lang. Tama? So, that's number 4. Use simple tools. Ano pa yung mga tools na gusto nyong i-share dito or ginagamit nyo na very convenient? I like to know about it. I like to learn from you. For sure, limited po yung knowledge ko when it comes to tools. So, I like to learn it from you. Place it here in the comment section. Tapos let me know ano po yung uses niya. Okay? Number 5, meal planning. Meal planning. Alam nyo ba yung war is won or lost inside the general's tent. So in short, yung victory mo po dito sa lifestyle na to depends on your planning, especially with your meals. So when it comes sa meals nyo, nakaplano na siya, na convenient siya. I'd like to give you an example. For my meals, so I usually eat ground beef at saka chicken thigh at saka eggs. Usually yun na po talaga for the past months. Very simple siya. Now what I do, that's every Mondays to Saturdays. On Sundays, usually dine outs. So medyo lax ako on Sunday. But Monday to Saturdays, ano yan, in a way may system ako. Sunday, medyo lax lang tayo. So nakaplano siya, so hindi na ako mag-iisip. Meaning to say, hindi na ako mamproblema. Anong kakainin ko mamaya, anong kakainin ko tomorrow, next week. Kasi nakaplano na siya. So you have to do that kind of planning as well. What I do usually with my students on our day of orientation, I ask them usually to prepare their pool of recipes na good for 1 week. Tapos, they will base it from the recipes that I will send to them. So, pili lang sila doon sa preferred nila na meals na gusto nila. Based sa 4 questions na sinabi ko kanina, yung sustainable meal plan, 4 questions. One of the criteria doon is dapat you like it. Tama? So, hindi po ako yung mag-force sa kanila na dapat ito kainin mo. I'll give them options, but they decide. Kasi what is yummy for me may not be yummy for them. Tama? So, they will decide for it, good for 1 week. Tapos, they will send it to me once. I will give them feedback. Tapos, good for 1 week na yan, but they can use it for, actually forever, for a month, for 2 months. Tapos, flex na nila yung servings. Yun yung pool of recipes that they prefer. They own it. So, there is what we call sense of ownership with their meal plan. Hindi lang na finor sa kanila ng coach nila, but they have decided to place that meal sa pool of recipes nila. The same thing with you. You may want to decide ano po yung preferred nyo na meals. Para hindi na kayo mag-decide. May tinatawag po doon na decision fatigue. Kasi ang energy po natin, limited lang po siya. Okay. Yung brain natin are making thousands of decisions. So, ilasin na po natin yung burden dyan. Let's create systems. And that's the reason why I like to use this shirt. Yung shirt ko na by the way, yung shout out pala sa shirt ko, you are not a victim, you are a victor. Okay. You're not a victim, you're a victor. So I like to use these shirts. Kasi hindi na ako mag-iisip ano yung i-wear ko next week or next month. Kasi naka WTG shirt na siya almost every day. Almost every day po to. Tapos yung other days ko na pang labas naman, ito. Meron akong WTG shirt na simple lang. Merong logo lang ng WTG. Okay. So that's very simple. Tapos different colors lang. Hindi ko na siya pinaplansya. Kasi of course shirt lang siya na cotton. Tapos hindi na ako nag-iisip talaga anong susuotin ko kasi naka-system na siya. So the same thing with you. If you can create systems that will make your life simpler, go for it. Because that's the goal. To make it sustainable and simple at the same time. So let me leave you these 5 tips that you may want to use to prepare meals with less time. Number 1, cook in bulk. Okay. Number 2, healthy meals on hand. Delegate. Okay. Use simple tools. Meal planning. Okay. Meal planning. So there you have it. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from your amazing thoughts din when it comes to meal planning. Hello po sa mga live viewers natin again. Hello to you, Ma'am Gemma, watching from Cebu, Unsa. Alam ko, Unsa, ayun ang alam ko eh. Turuan niyo po ako, Ma'am Gemma, ng mga words dyan. San Mario, hello, watching from Taguig. Santa Rosa, Laguna, Jocelyn Rabino. Hello po sa iyo, Ma'am Flor de Liza. Guadalupe, wow, malapit lang po tayo, Ma'am Flor de Liza. Hello, Ma'am Teresa Di Pamilo. Minatchit ako kanina ni Ma'am Teresa. You're so thoughtful, Ma'am. Sure to save time. Appreciate that. Tita, sometimes I do cook in bulk. Depende sa meals. Especially na okay lang sa initin, no? Ma'am Bell, okay. Good evening, watching from Australia. Okay, si Ma'am Bell. Si Ma'am Josie, interesting topic, but I have no idea on what to cook, low carb food and variety and how to start. Ma'am Josie, that's a good question. Let me know po, I have a food guide for low carb meals. Send nyo po sa akin asking for ebook and I will give it to you completely free. Ma'am Amelia Rios, good evening. Question ni Ma'am Carmelita, saan po nakakabili ng protein meals? Yung protein dense meals usually meat, okay? Pork, beef, fish, chicken. So yun po yung mga protein dense meal. Of course, you can purchase it from grocery or maybe wet market. But ano ka lang po, usually kasi when it comes to protein, parehas lang po sila most of the time. Nag-adjust lang po tayo sa servings. Okay, regardless if you're into fat loss or muscle gains, sa servings lang po pinag-iba. Okay, and of course, yung preferred mo na recipe. Diba? Yes, uma yung word dyan. Madam Regina, good evening. Ma'am Evelyn, kamusta po kayo? Ma'am Debbie, good evening to you. Ma'am Rosa D, actually ma'am, naglalaro siya sa 2,000 to 3,000. Last time nakita ko sa Shopee, may mga 2,000 pa nga, may 1,500 pa. So go for okay na brand ma'am ha, para sustainable siya. Yung sa akin, maliit lang siya kasi ako lang yung gumagamit. So also consider yung ano niya, yung size niya. Is it for you or is it for your entire family? Okay? Ma'am Mirna Barnedo, kamusta po kayo ma'am? Sa wakas, nagkita tayo ulit. Gandang, yes! Miss you much, Ma'am Elizabeth. Kamusta yung workout natin? Sabi dito na Ma'am Ligaya, good evening to you. Sabi dito na Ma'am Tita Presi, marinate before freezing. Pack in portions per serving. This is a wise approach. Thank you, Tita Arnulfo Farinas. Good evening, watching from Ilocos. Nice. Tita Susan Gabuan, good evening. Kamusta po? Kamusta sa Chimpo sa Bacolod, ma'am? Tita, gaulan ko, no? Sige. Ma'am Dayan, yes. Yeah. Hello to you, brother. Brother William from Saudi, kamusta po kayo? Long time no see, brother. Okay, looking forward to our session. Masarap magluto si coaching. Nung nandyan ako sa Makati, air fried chicken breast, ulang ng pamawluhan. Okay, yung chicken breast po hindi po recommended, no? To have it air fry kasi 'di ba walang oils. Walang oil yung nilalagay. So, yung chicken breast very lean siya, walang taba. So, hindi siya ganoon kasarap. Okay? Others who like to go for chicken breast na air fry. Hindi okay yung yung lasa. Okay? So, Ma'am Marites Sotelo, good evening po sa inyo. Al Gray, good evening sa iyo, sir. Watching from Bohol, Chocolate Hills, no? Sabi dito ni Ma'am, kumbawa to you, Ma'am Maribel. Danilo, good evening to you. Watching from San Fernando, Pampanga. Ma'am Norma, napangandang place po yan. One of my students, I think si Ma'am Carol, is from Pampanga as well. Good evening, Coach. Thank you for, yes, happy to serve you, Ma'am. Ma'am Astor, good evening to you. Kamusta po yung meals natin? Nelita, yes, message po ako. I will give it to you completely free. Watching from Laguna, Ma'am Divina. Pangasinan, si Ma'am Sheila Perez. Coach, hello to you, Ma'am Merlin. Kamusta po yung meals natin? Watching from Taguig. Hello po, Ma'am. Hello, ito po yung coach din. Okay po. Yes, Ma'am. Yeah, good to know, Ma'am. Saan ko po makakabili ng whey protein na pasok sa low carb? Generally speaking po, yung whey protein is low carb. But you have to look at the ingredients. Kasi may mga protein brands na may additives ba para lang yung serving niya marami, but you have to check yung protein serving niya. Okay, protein serving per serving. So kunwari, yung 35 grams ng 1 scoop ng protein, ilang grams yung protein dyan? Kasi you're paying for the protein, not for the additives, tama? So always look for that. And also if you have concerns with your sugar, blood pressure, no, you have to look at specific triggers din kasi may mga ingredients na not okay for those who may concern sa sugar nila. So always look the label. Tama? Okay. I do Zumba 3 times a week. Is it okay for me to gain muscle mass? Zumba po is a good exercise, but it's low intensity. It's moderate, no? Moderate to low intensity, and its goal is for, of course, good for the heart, to burn calories. Yung goal niya is iba. Yung weightlifting, yung resistance training, yung goal niya is specific. It's to gain muscles. So, okay lang po mag-Zumba, so long, ma'am, balance din yung resistance training. Dapat you have resistance training on top of your Zumba if you want to gain muscles. Good evening to you, Ma'am Irene. Hello to you. Kamusta yung weather natin dyan? Yes, Ma'am Norma, message po ako. I will give it to you completely free. How many grams of protein per day and calorie para sa fat loss? Thank you. Wow. Arnulfo, if you're into low carb and fasting, okay, usually you don't need to measure it. Usually, okay, to make your life simple. Kasi calorie deficit usually in low carb and fasting. Number one, you eat twice or once a day. Tapos you feel fuller for longer. The correct way of low carb and fasting. Now, if you want to measure it, if you love measuring it, no, yung protein natin is the measurement is 2 grams per kilogram of your body weight plus workout po yun. So if you weigh, let's say 60 grams, so times 2 mo lang, that's your protein per day. So bawi ka dyan. Tapos yung fat at saka yung other is yung carbs mo. Nakadepende yan sa kind of approach you want when it comes to your lifestyle. If you want to go low carb, lower carb, moderate carb, so pili ka. But yung protein is non-negotiable with that. Okay? Yeah, tag-ulan sa Bacolod, tita. Halong gid dara. Ulan kag magpasilong gid. Okay. Tita Cabs, Ma'am Cabs, good evening sa iyo. Kamusta po kayo? Ma'am Vicky Villaluz, kamusta po kayo? Ma'am Len Lingat, good evening to you, ma'am. Good evening, Lingayen, Pangasinan. That's a good place. Ma'am Pia Sanoy, good evening po. Hopefully, wala po ako minamiss dito na questions. So far, so good. So I'd like to give you this message. Yung meal plan po, making meals with less time should not be complicated. But it starts with doing and starting from something. I cannot give you there's no such thing as the perfect meal plan. Kasi what's my meal plan may not be your meal plan. What is yummy for me may not be yummy for you. Tama, di ba? So what needs to be done is you have to start. Kasi along the way, ma-flex mo lang. May feedback ka ba? Matatanggap. So dito, hindi nag-work. Dito, hindi masarap. So you can improve it. So again, I'd like to encourage you, start with meal plan. Tapos along the way, change lang. You change lang up until ma-develop mo na yung closest to perfection na plan for you. Na you made it yourself. Kasi there's sense of ownership with that. And that's good. Kasi ikaw mismong gumawa. Okay? So again, I'm so happy that you spend your Thursday night with me. I like to give you this message that you can take charge of your health. I like to make you be active in this campaign that we're having. Now, yung 40s and above should be the healthiest people on earth. Gone were the days na when you're 40, you will be weak, you will be sluggish, you will be dependent on medications. I do believe that all of you here will be transformed by right information at saka right dedication. So God bless po sa inyo lahat. Good evening. Of course, happy lifting. Last questions muna. Ma'am Len, saan po ako makita ng sample muscle resistance? Let me know po, meron po tayong ebook for that. Message po ako for sample na resistance training. God bless you all. Love you all. At saka enjoy the rest of the evening. And of course, hapon at saka umaga sa iba. God bless you.